Are there any players out there that you've seen that you feel like could have the right mix of talent, skill, drive, determination, luck to be able to someday pass this record for you?
His name is not easy money and Slim Reaper for no reason.
LeBron James just made headlines with a prediction that's got the entire NBA world talking. The King didn't choose Stephen Curry, Jason Tatum, or Luka Doncic. Instead, he named Kevin Durant as the player most likely to break his all-time scoring record. This isn't just a random comment. This is LeBron making a calculated statement that reveals way more than you might think.
His ability to shoot the three ball, shoot the mid-range, get to the paint, but also shoot 85, 90 from the free throw line.
The timing of this prediction is fascinating, especially when you consider LeBron's recent behavior patterns and the cryptic messages he's been sending. We're breaking down exactly why LeBron chose KD over everyone else, and what this really means for the future of the NBA. When asked about who could challenge for the NBA's scoring record, LeBron was clear. Kevin Durant was first one who comes to mind. This wasn't hesitation. This was confidence. But here's what makes this interesting. LeBron completely bypassed Stephen Curry, despite their shared history and Curry's incredible offensive output. LeBron explained his reasoning. His ability to shoot the three ball, shoot the mid-range, get to the paint, and also shoot 85–90% from the free throw line. Those are key ingredients, and most important is being available on the floor.
Those are key ingredients, but the most important is about being available on the floor.
Notice that last part, being available on the floor. That's a direct shot at durability, something that's been questioned about other stars.
Durant in his bag, and the crowd is on their feet. I mean, he's from PG County.
The math behind this prediction is actually mind-blowing. Durant currently sits at number 14 on the all-time scoring list, with 11,281 fewer points than LeBron, but in 419 fewer games. That efficiency difference is what caught LeBron's attention.
How impressive has LeBron's longevity been, and how much longer do you really think he'll stick around the league and play?
I mean, we've seen MJ when he was with the Wizards, and he put up 20. That was impressive.
Yeah. At 40? Yeah.
LeBron James snubbed Steph Curry when he was asked who could surpass his NBA scoring record one day. This wasn't an oversight. This was intentional. Despite Curry being one of the greatest scorers in NBA history and having a longer potential career runway, LeBron didn't even mention him.
I love me some Steph Curry. Steph Curry is the greatest shooter in the history of basketball.
The snub becomes even more interesting when you consider their recent Olympic experience together. These two just won gold as teammates, built chemistry, and seemed to have mutual respect. Yet, when it comes to legacy predictions, LeBron chose someone else entirely.
The 7th seed is going to the Western Conference Finals. The Lakers' hopes of banner number 18 still alive.
Here's what LeBron might be thinking. Curry's game relies heavily on three-point shooting, which can be inconsistent over a long career. Durant's versatility, his ability to score from everywhere on the court, gives him more sustainable longevity. But there's another layer to this that goes deeper than basketball.
I think even you would admit there's things about Kevin's game you wish you had.
Yeah, for sure.
One of the most smoothest, most efficient scorers maybe we've ever had. Like, is there anyone that can do it at every level?
Not to the capacity he's done it.
And I was reading a stat earlier, the fact that he hasn't, I don't want to speak like you're not here, but he's so great. I like to do it sometimes.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
He hasn't shot under 50% since like 2012. And in a league that doesn't talk about efficiency enough, because I'm one of those efficiency guys.
Currently, James has scored 37,965 career points, while Durant has scored 26,684 career points. James is 38, while Durant is 34. But James has stayed a lot healthier than Durant throughout his career. The age gap is smaller than people think, and Durant's injury history makes this prediction even more bold. If LeBron retired today, KD would need 11,545 more points or 423 games if he scores at his career average. That's roughly 5 to 6 seasons of elite production. The question is, can Durant's body hold up that long?
He won an MVP. He led them to their first finals. He's going to make the Hall of Fame.
Kevin Durant is a legend of the game. One of the 3 players that we are celebrating yesterday. I called him the trifecta.
But here's the kicker. LeBron isn't retiring today. He's still adding to his total, which means Durant's mountain keeps getting higher. LeBron is now the NBA's all-time leading scorer with 38,390 career points and counting. Every game LeBron plays makes Durant's task more impossible. This prediction fits perfectly into LeBron's established pattern of behavior. Throughout his career, whenever LeBron starts praising players from other teams publicly, it usually signals something bigger is happening behind the scenes. Remember when he praised Anthony Davis before the Lakers trade? Or when he complimented Chris Bosh before Miami?
Outside of the Heat organization, Chris Bosh probably the most undervalued piece of that big 3. What do you think he showed this evening?
He was big time. Every shot, every defensive play, every defensive rebound, his energy and his effort, we missed him.
The timing is everything here. LeBron's recent cryptic Instagram story featuring Anthony Davis, combined with his public praise of Durant, suggests he might be positioning pieces for something. Is this about recruiting? Is this about legacy management? Or is this genuine basketball analysis?
Both Bron and Anthony Davis posted the same Instagram story at the same time. Becoming the best version of yourself comes with a lot of goodbyes.
There's also the Miami connection that keeps surfacing. Stories about LeBron's behavior, his comments about international leagues, and his overall approach to team building all point to someone who's thinking several moves ahead. This Durant prediction might be part of a larger chess game. Kevin Durant is currently 15th all-time with 35,881 points and is, without a doubt, one of the most gifted scorers we've ever seen. His pure scoring ability has never been questioned. The question is longevity and health.
He's a 5-level scorer.
He's a walking bucket.
Yeah.
Is this a rhythm thing? I'm trying to count the seconds that he takes to make his moves. When does he make them?
I mean, he's Kevin Durant.
Durant's career has been defined by periods of absolute dominance interrupted by significant injuries. His Achilles injury, various other setbacks, and the physical demands of his playing style raise questions about whether he can maintain elite production into his late 30s.
Ibaka trying to stay with Durant, knocks it away, and Durant's limping. Durant goes down holding his leg. Ibaka goes up, and is fouled down the other end.
Durant himself has said, "I never really thought of it," when discussing becoming the all-time scoring king. This lack of focus on the record might actually work against him. LeBron's record-chasing mentality has been part of what's kept him motivated and healthy this long.
Kevin, first, congratulations on scoring 30,000 points. Just what that feeling was like to be able to put yourself among guys named Kobe, MJ, Dirk, LeBron, Kareem, Mailman, those 7, and now you've joined that group.
Man, it's a true honor to be in the same category as those players who helped shape the game and push the game forward. And that's always been my goal, is to get the most out of myself every day and the most out of my career. And so to be mentioned with those guys means I'm doing something right with myself.
While LeBron focuses on Durant, the real threats to his record might be players he didn't mention. Jason Tatum is only 25 and already averaging over 25 points per game. Luka Doncic is 24 and putting up historic numbers. These younger players have longer runways and potentially more durable bodies.
Otherwise, those last few seasons might count against Mike. We remember Kobe making 2 free throws with a torn Achilles in 2013 and then ending his career with an insane comeback.
The fact that LeBron didn't mention these younger players is telling. Either he doesn't see them as threats, or he's being strategic about who he publicly acknowledges. Given LeBron's history of calculated public statements, the latter seems more likely. There's also the elephant in the room. LeBron is on pace to break Kobe Bryant's record for most missed field goals, needing just 5 more misses. This shows that longevity records come with both positive and negative milestones. LeBron's choice of Durant over other candidates reveals his basketball philosophy. He values versatility, efficiency, and proven performance over potential and youth. This aligns with how he's built teams throughout his career, choosing established stars over developing talent. The International League comments that have been floating around add another layer to this story. If LeBron is serious about exploring options outside the NBA, his public endorsements of certain players might be strategic positioning for future business ventures or partnerships. There's also the Anthony Davis factor. His recent cryptic social media interactions with LeBron, combined with this Durant praise, suggest that LeBron might be managing multiple relationships and scenarios simultaneously. Basketball analysts are divided on LeBron's prediction. Some see it as realistic, given Durant's scoring efficiency and remaining career runway. Others point to Durant's injury history and the mathematical impossibility of catching a still active LeBron.
LeBron, throughout his entire NBA career, has shown that if things do not go his way, he will pull a Jimmy Butler and there will be no joy in his basketball game.
They suggested that Durant has shown he can score as much as the next Hall of Fame talent. But sustaining that level over multiple more seasons while LeBron continues playing presents a nearly impossible challenge. The consensus seems to be that while Durant is the most capable scorer to potentially challenge the record, the timing and circumstances make it extremely unlikely. LeBron's prediction might be more about respect than realistic expectation. Every LeBron statement serves multiple purposes. This Durant endorsement could be about several things: maintaining good relationships with a potential future teammate, showing respect to deflect criticism about his own record chasing, or setting up future business opportunities. The Miami connections that keep surfacing in various reports add intrigue to this story. If LeBron is considering different scenarios for his future, publicly praising Durant keeps doors open and relationships warm.
Is he playing? I didn't know. No, I just think that, we play in different eras. He's an unbelievable player. He's one of the best players in the world, if not the best player in the world. I know it's a natural tendency to compare eras to eras, and it's going to continue to happen. I'm a fan of his. I love watching him play. But it's, as you can see, our league is starting to expand on very talented players. And, I think he's made his mark. He will continue to do so over a period of time. But when you start the comparisons, I think it is what it is.
There's also the possibility that this is genuine basketball analysis without hidden agendas. LeBron has always been a student of the game, and his assessment of Durant might simply reflect his honest evaluation of scoring talent in the league. LeBron's public endorsement of Durant, while snubbing Curry and younger stars, sends a message throughout the league. It establishes a hierarchy of who LeBron considers elite and who he views as capable of historic achievements. For Stephen Curry, being overlooked despite their recent Olympic success together might sting. Curry's camp has always been sensitive about respect and recognition, and this public snub could impact their relationship going forward. For younger players like Tatum and Luka, not being mentioned might serve as motivation. Both have shown the ability to take slights personally and use them as fuel for improved performance. Looking at this objectively, Durant's chances of breaking LeBron's record are slim, but not impossible. He would need to maintain elite scoring production while staying healthy into his late 30s, which is historically rare for any player. The reality is that Durant would need to score more than 15,000 additional points to surpass whatever total LeBron finishes with, assuming LeBron plays 2 to 3 more seasons at current production levels. The most likely scenario is that LeBron's record stands for decades, potentially until rule changes or league evolution creates different scoring environments. The three-point revolution has already changed scoring patterns dramatically. This entire discussion happens within the context of LeBron's legacy management. At 39 years old, he's increasingly focused on how history will remember his achievements and his relationships with other great players.
I want my legacy to be that all my teammates and the people that played against me know I played the game the right way and I competed at a high level. I never cheated the game. I never cheated the game. I never cheated the process. But for me, off the floor, I think me having my own school in my hometown, me inspiring kids all over the world, being active in politics at times or social justice and things that goes on in regular life, those are the things that I hope people talk about as well, because those are things that last forever.
The fact that he chose to praise a peer rather than a younger player suggests he's more interested in cementing relationships with his generation than acknowledging the next wave of talent. This aligns with his overall approach to late career decision-making. There's also the business angle to consider. LeBron's post-playing career will likely involve various ventures, partnerships, and opportunities. Maintaining positive relationships with elite players like Durant serves those future interests. LeBron's Durant endorsement will be remembered as either prescient analysis or strategic relationship management. Given the mathematical challenges involved, it's probably more of the latter than the former. The real story here isn't whether Durant can actually break the record. It's what LeBron's choice reveals about his mindset, his relationships, and his approach to legacy building in the final phase of his career. For fans, this gives us insight into how elite players view each other and the subtle ways they communicate respect, strategy, and positioning within the league's hierarchy. It's hard to imagine anyone catching up to the king, but he wouldn't be surprised if one current star manages to do it. LeBron's choice of Kevin Durant over Stephen Curry and younger stars tells us more about LeBron than it does about Durant's actual chances. This prediction serves multiple purposes. It shows respect to a peer, manages relationships strategically, and demonstrates LeBron's understanding of what makes a complete scorer. Whether Durant actually threatens the record is almost beside the point. The real takeaway is that LeBron remains calculated in everything he says publicly. And this Durant endorsement is just another example of the king playing chess while others play checkers. What do you think? Can Kevin Durant actually break LeBron's record? Or is this just strategic relationship management? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and subscribe for more NBA analysis that goes beyond the headlines.